Yep. Well, we are back at home after 3 days of torture. No, just kidding. But we're back home for tonight. We had to come home and get some clothes and relax for a day. And, well, that's pretty much it. We gotta go right back tomorrow. I've got a plan that, it's almost like it was destiny to meet this guy. Uh, Now, let me give you a little backstory, a little history about the guy. He was a foreman. He used to work in masonry work, concrete and things like that. And he, was the best in his field, in his era, and he has a lot of references, and he's wanting to teach me how to make $1,000 in about 2 hours of work, or, a day, and some maybe even 2,000. Depends on how many clients that I can make, that I can get, and how fast I can work. So the work that he does is I can't remember what it was called. I forgot. I'm not a mason. So anyway, he's one to show me and teach me this, and he's guaranteeing that I could build a really successful career in not even hardly work. I can like sit back in the background and hire workers to do the work, and just make the overhead and pay them, and I make double whatever they make. So, like if I'm paying them $400 or $500 a job, then I would probably be making 3 to 4 times that. And it seems like it's fairly simple the way he explained it to me. Of course, I'm not explaining it the way he did, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. But I think that I am willing to give it a try, give it a go, so I can expand and make more money. So if this happens, then obviously I'll be a greater success. And also it's a blessing to have met the guy, because he has a lot of friends, a lot of references, and they're in that city. There's a lot of millionaires and things like that, and word of mouth gets around, on excellent work, and he's giving me the references. Hey, how you doing, Big Meech? How you doing, Sheriff? So, anyway, we're going to be doing this, and so it's exciting news to me. So, I think that we're going to give this a try. We're going to get ready to go. We got to leave early morning, hit the road, and of course I'm going to be videoing it.
Huh? What about the flipping the houses or whatever?
He said he's got a friend coming down from Kansas that they're gonna has a backhoe or something like that, and a dump truck, and they're wanting to they're going to start flipping houses or something like that, and they're wanting a handyman business partner or something like that. I don't know the full details yet, so I don't want to speak on it.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, with these jobs, comes opportunities. You know what I mean? You can't. What I've learned in the last 10 years is to not sit and dwell on the past, and things like that, because it'll eat you up inside. Things that happen in the past will eat you up. You know, you got to keep moving forward. You know, never mind what other people say about you. Never mind what other people think about you. Uh, you know, people have their own demons in their own households. So I mean, if if people want to continually, try to discredit you, put you down, and things like that, don't let them, because you know what you're about, you know what you can do, and you know what you're going to do. Uh, those are words to the wise. So chance favors the prepared mind. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared. So, but yeah. Anyway, I do want to say this. A lot of us have made mistakes, and correcting them. Can you correct them? Well, some mistakes you can, some you can't. But one thing we can't do is go back in the past and change what happened. I had a best friend that died of a drug overdose, and I wasn't there for him, and I could have been, and I wasn't, and I regret it. And only thing I can do is honor him and keep his memory alive. That's it. However, I can't be responsible for what he put in his body. I can't be responsible for that. What he done to himself was what he done to himself. But I could have been there as a friend. So that's all I'm gonna say. And you guys, life is a blessing. And I'm glad that the many times that I was out on the street doing drugs and whatever, and doing all these things in the past that I shouldn't have been doing. I could have been dead, but I'm not. By the grace of God, I was saved from that, and given an opportunity, and now I'm not on the streets anymore. I'm not pushing a buggy anymore. I'm not pondering on the past anymore. I'm moving forward. We're landowners. We have started our own path. Everything is paid for, and we're making money now. I like to make more money, obviously. Everybody wants to make more money, so I'm gonna keep it going. Now I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, all the way smooth. And it doesn't matter who believes in me and who doesn't. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. What are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? People can talk trash and trash you all you want to. They trash Jesus. They killed Jesus. You know what I mean? And Jesus was perfect. So if somebody wants to trash me, I'm actually gonna be honored, because that means that they're watching. They're keeping an eye on me. They're still thinking about me. You know what I mean? So only thing I can say is bless their soul and bless their heart, because I'm no longer on that path, and I'm not even going to give it any type of publicity. I'm not going to give it any type of acknowledgement. I'm just going to keep moving forward. So we got to be up early in the morning, and we've got to get the dogs fed. We've got to go get the dogs, the rest of the dogs' medicine in the morning. We've got to go get ink for our printer so we can print more flyers. And we came up with some good business ideas. and we're going to start making contracts for all of my clients. And that way, we will have less chance of being held accountable for any mistakes. And I'll be able to put mechanics liens on people who are not willing to pay me for the work. But it's not going to get that far because you know the job's gonna be done correctly, and the customer is gonna be satisfied like this one is. And
And also you can do like, what's his
so let me
name?
read the rest of the comments.
In Farmington, the guy that did work on our van, they put half down before he gets us a big job.
Hold on, I done missed a whole lot of comments while I'm sitting here blabbing my mouth.
Like where he had us pay half down before he did the work. Remember, babe?
Hold on, baby. Okay, Sheriff. Smuggy Smuggerson. How you doing?
Wait, that's
Well, the problem is I can't see. It's not about the reading faster. The problem is I just can't see. Uh, I'm blind as a bat. These aren't even prescription glasses. These are glasses I got from Walmart and the dollar store. 325s. If I had on my real prescription glasses, shit, I'd have on like 3 sets of these. You know what I mean? And then I might be able to see out of one eye anyway. But I've been hit too many times in this eye. Every time I get in a fight, I always get hit in the right eye. So if you're gonna swing on me, make sure you swing at this eye. But it just pisses me off though. So anyway, it, but yeah. Anyway, that's what we're doing, and we're thinking about actually buying land in another city, and starting a business there. What we're thinking about is mobile mechanic, and doing that's what I'm thinking about, uh, doing mobile mechanic around the surrounding areas, because here in New Mexico, in the mountains and things like that, people are happy to have a mechanic come to their property and just show up. That's $60 right there just to show up. And then if you can change their plugs or fix their brake line or their brake, blah 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 blah. I'm not doing very many transmissions, I'll tell you that now, because that takes too long. And I'm getting older, so
engine work.
yeah, I want to keep it simple. I'm doing the fast track, mechanic work, spark plugs, wires, tune ups, oil changes, things like that. Build up my money, build up clientele. It's something that I feel like I'm comfortable with most of the time, then I'll do that. For the most part, uh, once I build up enough money and if I can hire a helping hand that is also certified mechanic, then we may go that route and see what happens. But until then, now let me squint again and read, or maybe I should have Shelly read, because I'm blind.
Yeah, we're not even thinking about him.
Don't even respond to those comments.
True.
So yeah, we are. If you want to build a better future, you got to build better people. You got to build around better people and more established and people that are business oriented as well. People who have been there, have money, have references and things like that. So we're focusing on, people that, are on our side, that's willing to help us. So if I, if we feel like it's a good fit, a good choice, then we'll make that choice. If we feel like it's a bad choice, it doesn't matter what the money is or whatever it is, then we're gonna pass it up. We've already passed up one lunatic lady already. Because some people you just can't satisfy.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Some people you just can't satisfy, and they no matter what you do, and we hadn't even done the job yet, and she messaged us 100 times. Why won't you work for us for a power steering pump? Because I don't want to work for a power steering pump. I'm working for money. Money. Can a power steering pump pay for my gas, my dog food, my dog shots? No, I don't want to do that. It's my choice.
It wasn't even an equal.
Yeah, I mean, your $56 fuel pump, power steering pump doesn't equal the 4 hours of work I'm gonna have to do to swap out 2 gas tanks and 2 fuel pumps for you. What the hell? So, yeah, it's not about working harder. That's a bad analogy. It's about working smarter. You work smarter and get around the right people, and you don't have to work as hard. You know what I mean? Now you think harder, you go harder, but you don't work harder. Okay, so we're all about working smart. I'm 48 now. I'm not 28 anymore. So trying to impress people. That's I try to impress the right people. You know what I mean? But if they don't like the way I am here on this video is the way I am in person. And if a person treats me right, then I treat them right. But if they don't treat me right, then we can take it to another level. I'm not a perfect person. And I damn sure don't claim to be. I never have claimed to be. But I am a mature person that has grown in many different ways, in many different aspects. And whatever I said or done to someone in the past, I'm going to make a public apology for what I said. But if I said it, then I probably meant it, to be honest. If I said it, I probably meant it. because I speak the truth on whatever I say, and I speak what I feel on whatever I say. If it hurts your feelings, then I'm sorry it hurt your feelings, but not really, because like I said, I say what I mean, and I'm not gonna go back and apologize for something that I feel that I'm right about. But as a mature person, I don't want any more conflict or beef with anybody, because I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to go to that dark place. I don't want to see red anymore. I'm trying to see green. You get me? So with that being said, that's so if there's anybody that they feel like I hurt their feelings, then they can message me and we can talk person to person. But for the most part, I'm online. I can't touch anyone. And if a person gets hurt by words, then they don't have that much of a foundation for themselves. You know what I mean? That makes them, they're feeling sorry for themselves if they need for me to apologize for something that I said, because nobody has apologized to me for anything that they've said to me, and I'm not asking for an apology. I don't care whether those people are on my live or they're not. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna keep grinding. I'm still going to feed the homeless when I can. When I can. It's not every day, but when I can, I'm still gonna do what I can to help whoever I can when I can. I'm not a millionaire, and I am not the person to be leading anyone. I can tell my story of how I was addicted to drugs and how I've lost friends and things to drugs, and the times I've been to jail and made mistakes and things like that. And I can tell you this: if you keep dwelling on the past will eat you alive. And I can tell you this also: if you don't focus on the future, you'll never have a future. If you don't focus on the future, you'll never have one. You'll be on the internet every day on someone else's post talking about how they're affecting your life. That's what it is. If you're on someone else's post every day talking about how it makes you sick, or they do that, then it's affecting you. It's not affecting them. We need to take a look, and we need to take a look at our own actions and see what's going wrong and what we're doing in our lives. And I think that we'll see, or maybe someone else will see this outside the box, and maybe find help, because there's help out there. So anyway, we love you guys, and I'm gonna read the rest of these comments, and I'm gonna hop off here because it's gonna be an early night for me, and my dog's already stretching and all this other crap. So
you like it? Time go night night. Zaylee's on the bed and pillow area. She's gonna be my pillow tonight, I guess.
Anyway, Smuggy Smuggerson, we love you guys, man. As always, I mean, if you like my videos, then leave me a like and a comment. If you don't, that's on you too. On here just ranting anyway. So we love you guys. Like, comment. God bless.